Alright, everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're diving into the ultimate handheld showdown, the Steam Deck OLED versus the ROG Xbox Ally X. I've been testing both of these beasts for weeks, and honestly, this battle isn't just about raw power or specs, it's about how they feel in real gaming. The Steam Deck OLED gives you those jaw-dropping colors and smooth handheld comfort, while the Ally X packs crazy performance and that Windows flexibility. So, which one actually delivers the better gaming experience on the go? Let's break it all down and find out which handheld truly deserves your wallet. Let's get started. Unboxing the beasts. First impressions. So, let's start with the unboxing experience because it is always the first moment that hits you. When I unboxed the Steam Deck OLED, I honestly felt this instant comfort. It's got that perfect handheld curve that fits right into your hands. You know when you can just tell something's made to be played for hours? That's this thing. It's lighter than before, around 640 grams, and the grip texture feels solid. The 7.4-inch OLED screen lit up so beautifully that I just stared at the menu for a few minutes before even opening a game. Those deep blacks and vivid colors are literally unreal. Then came the ROG Xbox Ally X. Right from lifting it out of the box, it felt more techy, slightly heavier at around 678 grams, but sturdier, like a device meant to perform. The new design with that matte black look and the upgraded grips really feel premium. Booting it up, I could instantly tell that this was going to be the performance monster of the two. Both handhelds give off totally different vibes. Steam Deck feels cozy. Ally X feels like a mini gaming PC that wants to be pushed. Screen face-off, OLED magic versus 120Hz speed. Let's talk about screens, because that's what you're looking at the entire time. The Steam Deck OLED brings a 7.4-inch 1280 by 800 HDR OLED panel with a 90Hz refresh rate. Now that doesn't sound crazy on paper, but the colors are a chef's kiss. Deep blacks, bright highlights, everything looks super alive. When I played games like Hades and Hollow Knight, the glow just popped in a way that made me stop and appreciate it. The ROG Ally X goes for a 7-inch 1080p IPS display with 120Hz refresh. You'll definitely notice the sharper resolution and smoother motion in fast-paced games like Apex Legends or Forza Horizon 5. But when it comes to contrast, OLED just wins every single time. The Ally's display can look a bit washed out in darker scenes, especially compared to that inky black OLED goodness. So really, it's a trade-off. Smoother frames and sharp details on the Ally X, or deeper colors and immersive vibes on the Deck OLED. Personally, the Steam Deck screen makes games feel more emotional to me. Performance and power showdown. Now, here's where the real fight happens. Power. The Steam Deck OLED runs on Valve's custom AMD APU using Zen 2 CPU and RDNA2 GPU tech. Don't let the older architecture fool you. It's optimized super well. Most modern games run between 30 to 60 frames per second at medium settings, especially when you lock TDP around 10 to 15W. It's all about efficiency here. On the flip side, the ROG Xbox Ally X uses the beastly AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme chip, 8 cores, RDNA 3 graphics, and a massive performance boost overall. It's got 24 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM too, compared to the Deck's 16 gigabytes. That extra memory really helps, especially when multitasking or using Windows-based apps. You can easily hit higher frame rates and push 1080p settings in most titles. But with great power comes more heat and noise. The Ally X can get noticeably warmer and louder under load, while the Deck OLED stays cooler and quieter during long sessions. In daily use, the Steam Deck feels more balanced. The Ally feels like a race car that wants to be tuned up every time you start it. Battery life and thermals. Here comes the true test for handhelds. Battery! The Steam Deck OLED has a 50 watt-hour battery, which combined with that efficient APU gives you around 3 to 12 hours depending on the game. Indie or 2D games, 6 to 8 hours easily. High-end games like Cyberpunk 2077, closer to 1.5 hours. Still, the fan noise is low, the temps are comfortable, and it feels well balanced. The ROG Ally X, on the other hand, packs a massive 80 watt-hour battery, the biggest upgrade from the original Ally. That gives around 2 to 6 hours of gaming, depending on what you're playing and your power settings. Heavy games at 30W mode will still chew through that battery fast, and it does run warmer under full load, but ASUS improved the cooling system so it doesn't feel too hot to hold anymore. So yeah, Steam Deck OLED saves power beautifully, while Ally X gives bigger muscle but demands more juice. Software and usability, SteamOS versus Windows 11. To be honest, this part can make or break your handheld experience. Steam Deck runs SteamOS 3, Valve's custom Linux-based system. It boots straight into game mode and everything just works. The interface feels like a console, clean, fast, and made for gaming. You can flip to desktop mode if you really want that PC feel, but for most people, this thing's plug-and-play simplicity is golden. Xbox Ally X, meanwhile, runs full Windows 11. That means you can install anything, Steam, Epic, Game Pass, even mods easily. You get full flexibility, but honestly, that comes with the Windows quirks. Tiny pop-ups, driver updates, weird scaling. It's a bit of work. Armory Crate SE helps organize your library and quick settings, but it's still not as seamless as SteamOS. If you love tinkering and customizing, Ally X is your dream. But if you just want to pick it up and start gaming instantly, the Steam Deck OLED gives you that pure joy no PC hassle can match. Comfort, controls, and design details. Alright, ergonomics. Because long gaming nights are only fun when your hands don't cramp up halfway through. I'll say it straight. The Steam Deck OLED is the most comfortable device for longer sessions. The design fits perfectly. The joystick layout feels natural. And those trackpads, guys, they're underrated. Perfect for mouse-heavy games or even emulation setups. Xbox Ally X feels more like an Xbox controller built into a handheld. It's got those Hall effect analog sticks, which means no drift problems, and the triggers are nice and responsive. It even adds extra programmable back buttons, which competitive players will love. Both have great build quality, but I'd say the deck feels more friendly while the Ally feels more serious. Take your pick based on vibe, comfort, or control precision. Ports, storage, and upgrades. In terms of ports, the Steam Deck OLED keeps things simple. One USB-C port that doubles for charging and docking, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a micro SD slot. It supports USB 3.2 Gen speeds and docks beautifully for TV play. The ROG Xbox Ally X takes the lead here though. It's got two USB-C ports, one for charging and one for expansion, plus a faster UHS 2 micro SD reader. You can connect external GPUs too if you really want to go crazy with performance. There's also a 1TB SSD out of the box, which beats the 512GB on the middle tier Steam Deck. So if you're the kind of player who likes options and upgrades, Ally X gives you the room to grow, but for simple plug and play users, the deck's setup is plenty. Price and value. Now, let's get towards money talks. The Steam Deck OLED starts at $549 for the 512GB model and goes up to $649 for the 1TB version. That's honestly a killer deal considering the OLED display, great performance, and strong software support. The ROG Xbox Ally X costs around $799. It's more expensive, but you do get that Z1 Extreme chip, double the SSD, more RAM, and a bigger battery. So you're paying for extra horsepower and flexibility. If you just want the best overall handheld gaming experience for your money, the deck takes it. But if you value Windows compatibility and raw performance, even at a higher price, the Ally X easily justifies the tag. So, which one's for you? Here's the thing, both of these handhelds are incredible, but they speak to different hearts. The Steam Deck OLED feels like a cozy friend, always ready, easy to use, and great for chill gaming sessions, retro titles, and story-driven games. It's optimized, reliable, and surprisingly emotional to use. The ROG Xbox Ally X, on the other hand, is the ambitious powerhouse. It's for the gamer who wants more control, more apps, and more customization. It's not always the smoothest experience, but when it hits its stride, it feels amazing. At the end of the day, it's not about which handheld wins. It's about which one fits you better. The Steam Deck OLED gives you that console but portable magic with an easygoing vibe, while the ROG Ally X gives off PC gamer freedom with all the power to back it. Both handhelds prove one thing: portable gaming has never been this good. Whether you're chilling on the couch, traveling, or grinding late into the night, these devices make gaming personal again. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching.